All right, coming at you with another reality bomb, another truth bomb. I want to examine an old cliche, a cliche that's used often because it's true. And that quote is fatigue makes cowards of us all. So I want to examine that in the broader context of achievement versus non achievement and the fitness industry kind of diet industry kind of nonsense that all it takes is all you've got, and this other hardcore nonsense that exhaustion is a good thing, whether in diet that you're so hungry that you have no energy, etc., low carb dieting nonsense, things like that, when you got to keep on plodding. Fatigue makes cowards of us all is true. It's used in interrogation techniques. It's known and understood all around the world in terms of willpower reserves and everything else. So, what this means in terms of achievement is yes, extraordinary goals require extraordinary efforts. However, they do not demand depleting yourself of all mental, emotional, physical, spiritual energy, and that exhaustion is some kind of a good thing, and that bragging about how busy you are is not the same as being productive. So, in essence, what you need is not just intelligent, knowledgeable, application, but it has to be reasonable in terms of being sustainable. So fatigue makes cowards of us all. That must be considered in the realm of fitness in terms of physical fitness and your working out and your agenda. So things like recovery should be programmed into your training protocol. That's why programming is an art and a science. You can check out my program design masterclass on for more on that. And the same in diet. If your diet after a few weeks is depleting you and not invigorating you, along with your workouts, if they're depleting you and not invigorating you, then that situation is a recipe for future disaster, rebound weight gain, burnout, all those kind of things that you don't want in a healthy lifestyle. So you'll see people honeymooning on and glorifying the whole all it takes is all you've got nonsense, and then track them and see where they're at in 6, 7, 8 months from now with all the nonsense that entails with exhausting yourself in the process. Exhaustion is not the same as invigoration, and you need to have a little common sense when it comes to can you be consistent with this form of application? Can it sustain you long term? This industry is full of short term results with long term consequences. So remember, fatigue makes cowards of us all. That's a true statement. That's why it's a cliche. Exhaustion isn't a goal to shoot for, and bragging to people about how much work you do and how busy you are is a form of exhaustion waiting to happen, a form of burnout waiting to happen. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. Work should be programmed and designed to be sustainable, all right, and to be something you can commit to on a day-to-day basis. So that's it. Keep that in mind. Exhaustion is not the goal, and people who brag about that kind of stuff are usually people who don't get it and they don't last too long either. So keep that in mind. And it's not about how exhausted you are. It's not about outworking the next person if that leaves you too exhausted to sustain your efforts. So keep that in mind and stay tuned for future videos. I'll be coming back at you within the week.